All right, I'm back. Oh, I'm a minute early. There we go. All right. Yes, yes, yes. E in the building. Julie, Sibby Red, Sylvia, AJ, Mr. Samuel, Mr. Sinophobic. That's right, Bayou Raptor. Yeah, Bayou Raptor. I'm going to talk about that a little bit on this live stream. I'm going to deal with one of those suggestions and the other one on a different live stream. It deserves its own live stream. About the barking. That deserves its own live stream. But I want to talk about random dog nuttery on this video. I'm telling you that barking, I'm totally convinced that's a sign that these things are mutated creatures that have no place in society. Totally unnecessary. It's stupid. And oftentimes it works against the dog's very survival. And these things need to be gotten rid of. All right, kittens, Mr. Payne, Tuna Head, yes. All right, W1 in the building, right? Channel members, Mr. Cooper, Michelle, ABQ. Yeah, I want to deal with a few emails as well. Man, yeah, I got to talk about this guy. Because this is ridiculous. Sad Guru. Oh, man. And it just shows how this is nothing but a hustle. This dog nut culture. This guy really confirms that this is nothing but a hustle. This dog nuttery. And from what I hear, this guy is wealthy. Sad Guru. An Indian yoga guru and a proponent of spirituality. Listen to that. Nothing but a hustle. Just running game on people. Spirituality. These people have no clue what spirituality is. Now, who shared this with me? Maurice Ryan shared this with me in an email, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, whoever shared this with me. It may have been Ruth Lebowitz. Who shared this with me? Somebody correct me. But I have to let you listen to this. We got to listen to this. This is the perfect video to start off a live stream about dog nuttery. Man, oh man. As if we need more evidence. This is just about the craziest stuff I've ever witnessed in my life. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this lunacy. This guy, Sadhguru, is a proponent of spirituality. And he wanted to touch on dogs. So basically you have this popular, famous, wealthy, spiritual guru who's going to talk to us about dogs. And it's sad to see dog nuttery infiltrate really every country on this planet. It's spreading like a virus.
We're very cruel people.
So he starts out saying that we are very cruel people. What you talking about, man? We haven't done anything. Just because we call dogs, that don't make us cruel. I don't know what you're talking about. Dogs are cruel. Now what? We don't go around attacking dogs for no reason. They do that to humans. This don't sound like nothing a spiritual person would say. Now, if you talking about dogs, right? Let's get that straight.
We are alive only because of these vaccinations and these medicines and everything. Many of us would have died for small things in the past. Small things. To Today, at least 60% of us here because of modern medicine. You cannot deny that.
What? He says 60% of us here are here because of modern medicine. You cannot deny that. We wouldn't be so vulnerable to diseases if we stop surrounding ourselves with these disgusting mutants. If you live properly, you don't have to worry about all these diseases.
And it's a cruel process, very cruel. It's cruel to other creatures, it's cruel to this creature also. Now the question is only this, are you doing this consciously or wantonly?
Okay, now this dude is babbling, and I'm gonna fast forward past his babble. There's some dog nuttery that he talks about on here that I want you to hear.
We must keep it within some kind of practical limits. If you don't keep this limit, it is a practical limit, but is not needed. The generation looks at what is really needed, what is not needed.
Did you hear that?
Needed.
Did y'all catch that? He said it's important that every generation looks at what is really needed and what is not needed. You telling me we need dogs, Mr. Spiritual Man? We don't need no flipping dogs. Don't even try to make no argument like that. I'm not going to waste my time arguing little stupid comments like that. It's a shame people like this get wealthy, spewing a bunch of brainless rhetoric and nonsense. Just put some background music on and say it, and people will shower you with money. This is crazy.
What is really needed, what is not needed?
Look at what a dog is. The only creature on earth that loves you more than you love yourself. Please do care of street dogs. So dogs love us more than we love ourselves. That's why they attack us more than any other animal on the planet. Right? That's why dogs attack more kids than humans do. Dogs are really the only creatures that attack kids and babies, especially babies. Nobody go around beating up babies. What are you talking about? Here we go. Right, brace yourselves. We got to deal with this dog nuttery. Hey, background music, show some nasty, worthless, disease-ridden puppies wagging their tail with some background music, right? That works with these brain-dead zombies. So this is love, or is this greed? Obsession with food?
Human beings are capable of love if they're willing. Dog is capable of love.
Dog is capable of love. Okay, prove it. No. See, this is what can get you wealthy in other countries and the United States. Just say a bunch of stuff that you think will make people feel good, that'll sound good to the ears. You don't have to back it up. You don't have to substantiate it at all. When you try to prove it or disprove anything, when you try to hold something up to scrutiny, then people look at you like something's wrong with you, like you're immoral. Don't try to make sense out of anything. Just accept it if it sounds good. That's what this guy is pushing. And he's wealthy, pushing this type of nonsense.
When human beings fail you, you get yourself a dog.
When human beings fail, get yourself a dog. That's what he said.
You get a dog, 12-year guaranteed love affair.
You get a dog, that's 12 years guaranteed love affair. What? Sound like this guy pandering to zoophiles on top of pandering to dog nutters. This is the wealthy spiritual guru.
Guaranteed love affair.
Wait a minute. It gets worse.
You get yourself a dog, every day you come home, what a welcome you get.
Did you see that? He said, you get yourself a dog, every day when you come home, what a welcome you get.
Your wife, she's no good.
Your wife, she is no good. One day, she's one way. Another day, she's another.
One day she's one way. Your children, they're not interested.
Your children, they're not even interested. Whether you come home or leave home, he is spewing the same Western dog nuttery. Then this guy is in India. The same nuttery that they spew here, he's spewing it right here on this video. Degrading humans. They're telling you, look down on your family. This is spiritual guru, a spiritual leader. There ain't nothing spiritual about this. What are you talking about? I hate this. I don't like this. People try to pose as some type of spiritual leader and start spewing straight up nonsense.
Interested when you come home or go, but your dog, every day, what an excited welcome.
But your dog, every day, what an exciting welcome he gives you. Just like all other animals, with even a lesser appetite. Like I showed where the chickens will run up to the human when the human comes home because they associate humans, its keeper, with food. So even in India, they're trying to project dogs as these intelligent, sophisticated beings who somehow understand your character much more thoroughly than your wife and kids. I mean, get a load of this crap. Can you believe this? Oh my goodness. Now, other people have already heard of this guy. This is my first time hearing about him today. And this is pathetic. So this is what gets you famous? This dog nut rhetoric, it really captivates these people. This is unbelievable. Nobody has the common sense to combat this.
But your dog, every day, what an excited welcome he gives you. Nobody's capable of this, isn't it?
Nobody's capable of giving you an exciting welcome when you come home like a dog. Dogs beg for food non-stop. And that's all they're doing. Coming up, sniff, sniff, give me something to eat. Don't try to remove this thing's obsession with food. Don't try to remove that component. Act like it doesn't exist. And pretend like this thing understands your character better than your family, and that's why it's coming up to you when you walk through the door. Pure dog nuttery.
Do not underestimate this.
Do not underestimate this. Don't underestimate your dog running up to you, wagging his tail, pouncing on you when you walk through the door, begging you for food. Don't underestimate this. Look at it as the dog's appreciation and understanding of your character. Dogs do this with serial killers and the worst type of human beings on the planet. So what are you talking about, Mr. Spiritual Leader? This is pathetic.
Every day, without fail, he'll never show disinterest in you.
Every day, without fail, the dog will never show disinterest in you. That's because it will beg you for food for the entire duration that you are in its presence. Beg for food. Beg, 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 beg. That's all they're good for. Sniffing around for food, looking for food. They know humans are stupid. and just give them food for no reason, which is something other animals don't do. And that's why they run up to your stupid behinds. They know you dumb and primitive. Dogs know that something is wrong with you. Doing stupid stuff, letting them in your territory, something they would not let you do. You go wander in the wilderness somewhere in dog territory, they're going to kill you. Now I'm going to offer you food, introduce you to their puppies. Only you, dog nuts, only you're that stupid. And you're proud of that? You want to wear that as a badge of honor, you idiots? Yeah, let's deal with reality here. It won't show disinterest because it doesn't want to starve. You're the only one feeding it. Of course it's going to suck up to you.
It's such a boost for you.
It's such a boost for you. What are these dogs doing?
Dog is loud.
Are they not anticipating food?
Maybe it's just a spelling mistake.
Is that not what they're doing? And lo and behold, he has food. The dog is chewing on the food right now.
Around you can love you. Then the
See? The dog is chewing on food right now. They cut that part out. They cut out the part where this bumbling idiot dog nut fed these mutts. These things aren't doing anything but begging for food. All you dog nuts. Yeah, I want y'all to tune in. This is for you.
It's such a boost.
You think we don't know what a dog look like when it's begging for food? He clearly already gave them something to eat, so that they'll run up to him begging for more, and he can pretend like they're showing interest in his character. This is so corny. This is so corny. You know, it's shocking how these people don't feel embarrassed over the level of cringe that they display on this planet. What in the world is wrong with you primitive bumbling idiots? Just get out of here, man. Go home in your house, lock yourself, stop coming outside. We don't need people like this in the world, man. This is totally counterproductive way to operate on this planet. Doing nothing but inviting disease into the human family and mutilations. I'm so sick of these people, man. Unbelievable. And you telling me this mentality is starting to spread all throughout the world in places it never existed? Man, we are up against a huge mess.
Somebody must love you long distance from there. Unfortunate way to live. Whenever people say we are only human, they're always referring to their limitations and the mistakes that…
This dude putting shirts on stray dogs for. What's spiritual about that? You a bunch of idiots. If you people were truly spiritual, you would be culling these things. You want to show that you're spiritual, be a protector. Be a protector. Make the community safer for your youth. Idiot. They don't see no spirituality in that. What a display of primitiveness. Man, this is embarrassing. And this is not a third world country thing. Because dog nuttery here in the United States is just the same as this and even worse. These people here are really just copying what they see in the United States. The dog nuttery they see over here.
Of themselves. We are definitely the most comfortable generation ever. But we cannot claim we are the most joyful. We cannot claim we are the most loving. We cannot even claim we are the most peaceful.
What a display of disgusting filth, you piece of trash. Encouraging a filthy, disease-ridden environment that is absolutely dangerous and deadly for your youth, sending thousands of your youth to the hospital every year with rabies, with injuries, and you backwards, dizzy imbeciles want to glorify their presence, feed them, put shirts on them, shirts that could have been given to humans. This nuttery is going worldwide, people.
There is no guarantee about others, but a dog is a guaranteed love affair, isn't it?
A dog is a guaranteed love affair, isn't it? You nasty zoophile. You nasty zoophile, fake spiritual leader, fake guru. Get out of here. I need to move to India. I need to move. If it's this easy to become a wealthy man, I'll deal with the mutts. I just live outside the city limits. Well, I don't have to deal with them. Keep a shotgun. Unbelievable. You
Nobody
nasty.
is capable of this, isn't it? You don't have to reach as far as God to know love. A dog will do it.
Did y'all catch that? This is from a spiritual leader, a wealthy spiritual leader in India. He said, you don't have to reach as far as God to know love. A dog will do it. Get a load of that.
A dog will do it. Yes, consistently. Yes or no?
That's enough. That is enough. That is enough. Let me get out of here. You nasty dog nuts. So people all around the world are capitalizing on this dog nuttery. What are we going to do with these crazy people? What in the world? What happened to us? How did we get to this point? How on earth is something like this spreading and becoming more popular? Demonic vermin, worthless demonic vermin, being elevated to the status of a deity all around the planet. But you know what? I'm happy that there is a group like us who have emerged to counter this nonsense. The obsession that they display needs to be countered with just as much emotion, if not more, than their obsessive emotion for these mutants in this nasty, dangerous lifestyle, immoral lifestyle. It's so disgusting. Man, that made me mad. Right? Shout out to whoever shared that with me. These dog nuts are nasty. Somebody shared something else with me that I'm going to share with you. You know? And this was just a disturbing video, but it's nothing new.
Okay.
You know, I've seen videos like this several times. You know, I won't be able to use every single thing that people send to me. You know, I still have a channel to operate, and I have to decide which material is appropriate for a live stream. You know, because a big part of my job doing these live streams is to present content that will keep the audience attention. So I need things with this very strong and powerful, straight to the point, and try to avoid being redundant. Kind of redundant here, but check this out.
Okay. My husband is in this bedroom right now, cheating on me with a blonde.
Yeah, my husband is in here cheating on me with a blonde.
Catch him.
This video has over 4 million views. 4 million views. Nasty, zoophilia, Man, now I've done a couple videos on these zoophiles, but really you can never do enough. You can never do enough. There's so much depth in this lunacy. So much depth. It's bottomless, a bottomless pit. You fall non-stop. Crazy. Somebody also shared this with me, right? Shout out to, I forgot who shared this with me. I actually saw this a long time ago. This subreddit where people talking about how they cannot sleep unless their dog is on their bed with them. I can't sleep without 2 dogs in my bed. I have picked them up off the floor and put them on the bed before. It's just not bedtime without them. And everybody replies, same, same, same. You see, this individual said, hard same. This is a cult within the cult. Within the dog nutter cult, there is a subcult of zoophiles. And they use all types of code language. And as many of you know, I recently found out after I watched Ashley's video, somebody sent me an email and let me know that they had actually shared that with her or whatever. These people also have their own symbols. Their own symbols. So it's just like that underground pedophile cult that uses pedophile symbols. This is what we're dealing with. Look at this. I always call my dog to the bed if he's not laying next to me. I usually sleep on my side and he sleeps pressed against my butt and legs. 2 years later, it's the only way I can actually sleep. Somebody replied, said, I lost my dog last month and it's difficult to sleep without a dog in the bed. I get rest, but it's not the same. Just the comfort of my dog helped me sleep better. My dog does the same thing. 90% of the time, that's where he stays. My dog does this and uses my feet as a pillow. These people, like I said, are spiritually attached to these worthless mutants. This is a spiritual, mental and spiritual attachment. Nothing will cause them to snap out of it. Only every now and then, a dog nut will snap out of this. For the most part, these people are a lost cause. They're gone for life. Even if they get attacked, even if they contract a disease that causes them to need their limbs amputated. We've seen that more than once. They will still be a dog nut. Somebody also shared this with me, where, look at this. This soccer team got a bunch of dogs from a shelter to help promote the adoption of these dogs. Look at the money. Look at the propaganda campaign. I think this is in Australia. Right? And they have video footage. These players kissing these mutts, passing them around, treating them like deities. This is crazy. This is mighty crazy. But this type of dog nuttery is really going to serve to help get our message out faster, because it's the exact opposite of this type of energy, this dog nuttery energy. And people are surprised when they come across us like, whoa, I never thought there was a group out there who are the exact opposite of dog nuttery. Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Alasadi, who sent me this in an email. Again, shout out to everybody who sent me emails. Y'all give me a lot of content. Somebody sent this. I don't know where this posted up at. Leading by example. Got a mutt wearing a mask. What is this? What type of madness is this? Acting as if only dogs know how to wear a mask properly. This level of nuttery has got to go. It's got to go. Somebody shared this with me. That person's name is Cage Nico 13, right? Shout out to you. Because I had not heard this story. French peacekeepers allegedly tied up these African girls. These French military people went to Africa, tied up these African girls, and forced them to have sex with dogs. Can y'all believe that? Don't that sound satanic? Yes, I made a video, I made a live stream talking about how Satanism is involved in this dog nuttery. That helps to confirm it for me. This is not the only time, people. This has happened many times where kids have been forced to have intercourse with dogs. Shout out to Retro Reviews in the super chat. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, weirdos. And it's a shame that weirdos, that's an understatement. These people are sick. The UN is investigating, I think this is recent, investigating more than 90 cases of peacekeeper sexual abuse in the Central African Republic, including an incident in which a French military commander had 4 girls tied up and forced them to have sex with a dog. I told y'all we're dealing with lunatics. We're dealing with absolute lunatics. This is a true crusade. We are truly at war. Right? Get your weapons, your shield, your swords, and let's head on to the battlefield. These people are absolutely out of their minds. Yeah, I usually wouldn't have shared something like this, but somebody brought it to my attention that this woman owned 6 pit bulls. But I've covered many stories where these people have owned multiple pit bulls. It's unbelievable. And y'all remember that notorious video where this woman put her baby in the middle of like 4 or 5 pit bulls, adult pit bulls, and left her baby there and recorded a video. Yeah, these people are that sick. But what made me share this is that on their IG, I saw this photo where they had this mutt inside of a bar. And this is exactly why I don't go out. I mean, I don't drink. So if I were to go out, I wouldn't go to a bar anyways. But wow, even if I did drink, I wouldn't never go out. You know, keeping in mind how dogs contaminate the atmosphere. They send fecal matter floating through the air. This is a bad idea. This is a violation. Violation of, you know, health codes in business. It has to be. Where do these people get off with this? Now, somebody shared this with me as well. Y'all remember I covered the story where the police officer walked up on the stage, shut off his flashlight, and proceeded to kick this dog. Okay? And later it surfaced that it was highly edited and taken out of context. And this article surfaced. Indiana police officer kicking the dog on camera prompts outrage, but police say it's taken out of context. Now, I want to share something with y'all, because this is the video that I was looking for and I could not find. Somebody shared it with me in the email, and I'm going to share it with you. Okay, let me share my screen here. All right, give me 1 second. This is crazy. We're dealing with, man, what in the world is this? Okay, let me see if I can expand this. Increase the size. This is the full body cam. expand this. There's probably a lot of lag in this video. Okay, let's get out of there. Let's get out of here.
Get away from me! Get away! Get away from me! Get away!
Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Okay, I cannot share videos. I cannot share videos on the live stream unless the video is on YouTube. It has to be on YouTube. If it's on any website like this, it will cause way too much lagging. You know, maybe I don't have the right equipment or whatever, but this is infuriating. I don't like dealing with this. But it shows the video of what actually happened. As we all knew, those police officers were actually attacked by these worthless mutants. Attacked multiple times. Multiple times. That cop was justified in kicking that mutt. Like I said, they all need to be rounded up and culled by the government. Some people also brought it to my attention. These nasty zoophiles all over Twitter. And I wanted, and this is crazy. This is truly like an underground cult. It's very crazy. Look at this one. This new account wants to entice minors and talks about having sexual relationships with their own pets. I want to cry. Look at this. If you are under 18, please DM. I love foxes a lot. Look at my doggies. They are so cute and adorable. They are even cuter in bed while they lick my LOL. And this post got 418 likes. These people, they are a public health hazard. These dog nuts are a health hazard. We gotta separate ourselves from animals, period. That is the source of our sickness, our illness. We're not designed for this. We're designed to live in our own space. But here on Twitter, the zoophile community is absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting. Look, a self-admitted pedo and zoophile who follows tons of children. Concerning. Look at what they have written. Can you believe Twitter actually let these people just have their account? They don't even take these accounts down. What in the world is this? But yet they'll take my stuff down? Look at what this guy wrote. And he's right here on Twitter. And this is like a Twitter cult, man. Oh, let me show this website. I'm going to share this website. They have made a new zoophile website. This is crazy. You ever get the time? Just hashtag zoophile on Twitter. It is very, very disturbing stuff. Very disturbing stuff. But there is a new website. I think it's a new website. And I think this is it that I want to show you. It's called zoocommunity.org. Again, zoocommunity.org. community.org. I believe this is a very new website. Y'all remember Beast Forum that I shared on here? Had over 1 million subscribers. This one I think has only like 1,200. Right? Is this the subscribers? Yeah. So it's new. But you watch how fast this thing grows. Look at how many threads and posts they have already. This is a community of people. There's no way you can talk these people out of getting rid of dogs when they're literally having orgies with dogs. You can't reason with these people. You can't talk sense into them. They have fallen miles and miles into degeneracy to the point where they get off on the degeneracy. There's no helping these people. Unbelievable stuff. Y'all knew about this? I had not known about this website at all. Because I saw Beast Forum was taken down. I'm like, okay, finally, you know, somebody came to their senses. But I expect this to happen over and over. Yeah, what in the world is going on? Man, oh man. Yeah, I've talked about that before. How wolves in the wild, they don't bother us. None of the wild canines bother. They don't want to be around us. It's been proven that they try to avoid humans. Wolves, foxes, coyotes, wild dogs. They avoid humans. It's only these mutants that come into our territory. Craziest thing in the world. Man, look at this. Zoology talk. Look at it. Zoo sexuality. What in the world? These people are plumb out of their mind. Now, anybody who felt guilty calling these people lunatics and all this, listen, don't feel guilty. Because their behavior, they're begging you to call them a lunatic. Begging you to call them out for what they are. Absolute lunatic. And their lunacy is expressed in so many ways. As Bayou Raptor asked me to talk about this, and once I started to do a little research, I said, you know what? This is very, very weird. Very weird, and it helps to expose this weird obsession that they have. Why on earth do these dog nuts feed their dogs and record their dogs eating? Are you kidding? You sit there with a camera for 5 full minutes recording a dog eating? For what? These people get off on this. If they're going to record it, you can just imagine behind closed doors, they will just sit there and watch their dogs eat. That is complete obsession. You're under some type of spell. This is Satanism, man. I don't care what nobody say. Dogs, their bodies house demons. Dogs are demons in the flesh, 100%. And these people are under the control of those demons, 100%. What type of strength? And it's not just this video. There's an unbelievable number of videos where these people simply record their dogs eating. It is the weirdest thing in the world. Here they're talking about how fast it eats. You notice how they always fascinated by how fast dogs eat. But that's not the only thing. They're obsessed with food. They will ignore danger if food is present. If you try to capture a dog without food and it doesn't want to come near you, if it's scared, all you have to do is pull out some food. Y'all know this. Offer it some food and it will eventually walk up to you with no consideration whether or not you're an actual threat. My plan could be to kill you. And you're going to come up to me just because I'm offering you food? That's not a sign of intelligence. These things are the most brainless animals on the planet. You see how they jump out of high places, windows? That's a sign of their brainlessness. These are literally the dumbest organisms on this planet, bar none. Look at this. These people just uploading photos of their dogs eating. Why? Why? Why are you obsessed? No matter what dogs do, they're obsessed. And look at this. What in the world is this? Dog destroys house. Don't get a dog ever. Okay, let's check this out. Wow. Don't get a dog ever. Hey, I gotta applaud that. I gotta applaud that. See what they say in the script. Hey, you're turning your back on the dog nut world if you're giving that type of advice. Don't get a dog ever? All right. Look at this. The dog did this? Absolutely destroyed that entire house. That dog was going outside, coming back inside. Oh, man. Unbelievable. What in the world?
Oh, it gets much worse, doesn't it, Ray?
There you go. There you go. Who doesn't love dogs? Huh? You don't like dogs? You don't want a dog to live inside your home? These people, they will criticize other dog owners who don't allow their dog to live in the home. Unbelievable. They destroy everything around them. Dogs bring nothing but negativity into the life of human beings. Nothing but negativity and destruction. Utter destruction of the physical environment and our health. They destroy the invisible environment. That is the air, contaminating it with fecal matter, parasites, germs, bacteria, viruses. Nothing positive about these things whatsoever. Y'all hear me? Dog nuts? You dog nut world? You're worthless, good for nothing mutants. And what is this thing going in every room? For what? This is crazy. This is almost hard to believe. See how the mutt just wandering around aimlessly, all over the place, looking for food, looking for something to eat, and they won't stop until they find something to eat. That's the only time they'll stand still. What is this? What in the world is this? Yeah, random dog nuttery. Goodness gracious. Let me change my screen here. I don't know what we're going to do with these people. Your guess is as good as mine. Wow. That is so draining. That is so draining. Now I want to do a follow-up. I want to do a follow-up, but I'm going to have to make a separate stream, and I'm going to probably have to make it age restricted. Age restricted. I don't know yet. But I really want to emphasize the injuries that these worthless mutants cause. There's a website, and I actually need to post the link in the community section. Okay? But I want to make this for educational purposes only, but I don't want to get another strike. If I get another strike, I think I'll be unable to upload content for like 30 days or 3 months or something crazy like that. Right? So I'm really not trying to do that. But I wanted to hammer home the point that I was trying to make in my most recent live stream. Because I know for a lot of people it's hard to believe that Satanism is heavily involved in this dog nut culture. Because it's only the dog nut culture that provides a steady flow of child blood. And sacrificing children is a big part of this satanic cult.
Celebrate savings with Buckeye.
And it is this dog culture, and only this dog culture, where it's done out in the open and it's protected. It's accepted. The sacrifice of the young is accepted as normal. It's brushed off as an accident. Just go on with your life. If another child is killed, oh well, that's another accident. No matter how many times it happens, accident, accident, accident. Even though these people are creating unprecedented statistics, these so-called accidents are creating unprecedented statistics that you can't compare with anything else, not even assault in this country. They're going to continue to try to call it an accident. And they have no fear about being called out. Well, you're being called out now. These things are by nature the enemy of human beings. I shared this video years ago, I think it was years ago, where these people were forced to poison these dogs. They were forced to poison these dogs because these things are such a menace. And you notice, look at how these mutts are congregated in human territory. You don't see no other animal leeching off human society like this, congregating and living on our front porch like this. It's only these worthless, helpless mutants. And these people were forced to poison them. And listen to what they had to say. For those of you who don't remember or never seen this video.
They find their shelters in places which don't belong to them. And sometimes the owners don't want these dogs in their premises, but they combine there. So they threaten people. They
said the dogs threaten people.
Eat their property.
They eat the people's food.
For example, people complain of their goats being eaten by dogs, their chickens being eaten by dogs. Even
oh, wait a minute. Sorry about that. But I had not been sharing my screen. All right, let's get right back into it. So like I said, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see this in all countries that have stray dogs. You don't see deer doing this. You don't see foxes, wolves. You don't see any other deer coming into human territory, just congregating like this. This is how dogs will operate in America if we just allowed them to live as strays. They'd be all up in our mix. They wouldn't be out in the woods anywhere hunting for food like other animals. And these people forced to kill them. These things are so pathetic and worthless. And they should be exterminated all across the planet.
And sometimes the owners don't want these dogs in their premises, but they combine there. So they threaten people.
They threaten people.
They
eat their food.
Property.
This is in a place where food is scarce. And you got people like this Indian spiritual guru talking about how loving they are.
For example, the people complain of their goats being eaten by dogs, their chickens being eaten by dogs, even food being cooked on the verandas is eaten by the dogs. So they are a problem.
Look, the dogs always eat my meat. They should be killed. These people probably eat once a day. Don't know when the next meal coming. Finally get some food and a dog eat it. Yeah, you're going to kill them. Yeah, you're going to poison them. And that's the natural role that dogs play in relation to humans. They steal our things, threaten us, and steal our food. That's all they're good for. And spreading diseases. I'm telling you, if society has to reset, humans in America are going to be forced to kill these things in mass. To kill them in mass. Or else they're going to be a threat to our very survival. They're a threat to our very survival right now. Even under all the provisions that we have. Recently, dogs ate half a kilogram of meat that I was cooking.
Wanduga said most of these dogs do not have owners. The biggest problem, according to Wandugwa, is that these dogs bite people, transmitting diseases such as rabies.
Yeah, biggest problem is that they bite people, transmitting diseases such as rabies. That's right. That's right. The worthless mutants, there is no positive attribute. None whatsoever. They are nothing but a menace to society, a menace to our atmosphere. They only serve to contaminate and reduce the quality of everything in existence. From the air to the ground, to the plants that grow out of the ground, the water with their feces. It's so important that we highlight how destructive these things actually are. And they know it. These dog nutters, they know it. People in high places, the powerful people, they know it. That's why they work overtime to project dogs as something that you need, that you should love, that you should never speak out against. And man, I just get a rush sitting here talking about them the way that I am. And I'm not making stuff up. I'm telling the truth about these worthless parasites with legs. Unbelievable. So that is all for this live stream. Again, big shout out, condolences to the people, the victims in Kentucky and wherever else was hit by these nasty tornadoes. I have some sensitive information that I will get to a little later on in the members area. It's kind of controversial. I'm going to make it age restricted. It's definitely not something that I would want to share publicly. I could probably get in trouble, but I'm going to see if I can activate the age restriction, because this is for educational purposes. Educational purposes only. So, members, I hope you'll be able to join me. Give me some feedback on it. What are we going to do with these crazy people? There's no escape. There's no escape, people. We got to deal with them. We can't ignore them. Once you become enlightened to this nuttery, there's no way you can ignore them. Right? So strap up, comrades, soldiers, as the war continues. Right? Yes. Right. All right. So I hope you all can join me. The members can join me in the members area. And one more thing. Wait a minute. Before I go, one more thing. I meant to say that. I meant to talk about this. All you dog nuts out there, I really have a serious problem with this. The way they're always talking about their dogs and all this and that. You know, I'm going to have to do a stream about this. Do you know how inhumane it is to kill other animals en masse to create dog food? And many of these dog nuts claim to be animal lovers. You know how many animals have to die to feed dogs? No, why don't we slaughter dogs en masse to create food for other animals? How acceptable would that be? Huh? Just a thought, right? I'm not even going to share it right now. I'll wait till I actually make a live stream about it. But marinate on that. Why is it acceptable to kill other animals en masse to make dog food, but not acceptable to kill dogs en masse to make food for other animals? Just a thought. As we continue with this crusade against these worthless mutants and their enabling owners.